My name is Josiah Jackson, and my favorite memory of being in North Minneapolis is when we had the McDonald's. Because we didn't have, I know we didn't have any restaurant over here. I grew up in North Minneapolis, and when that did come in, it was a place to go. Especially we didn't have to go. I guess Golden Valley. I don't remember where we had to go, but having it over here was, as a matter of fact, I think it was the only restaurant. I don't even remember if Wendy's was here yet, which is on Broadway, but I certainly remember when it came in, it was a place to go to. So I remember that being here. Wasn't here when it was closed, but that's one of my favorite memories. Can I share more?
You have 3 minutes.
Okay. Another favorite memory of mine is having to walk to Lincoln School. I went to Lincoln School, and the field. I know another one was we just had the Urban League Family Day, which I remember always having the parades come at 12 o'clock, and then everybody would gather and feel it sweetly. My parents wouldn't let me go down there, but I remember those events all the way. They used to last until 12 o'clock, and sometimes we'd sneak out the house to walk down there. So that's if my parents weren't there. So those are some of the memories I have. And you remember? Oh yeah. Oh, I remember Zion and First Church. I was a member of First Church, and both are, as a matter of fact, because we were both kitty corner from each other, both along the sideway, along the streets, were just full of cars every Sunday. And now when I go over that way, it's interesting because now there's this one. I guess it's the streetway has no sign, so it's interesting this new generation that there's a passing way. And what's interesting is people can pass 2 ways now, because there's no sign. But if you were here years ago, you knew who was going first and who was going next. But now that there's no sign there, it's interesting to go by that street now because I guess there's no sign there, and it's interesting. As a matter of fact, I guess that's another piece I remember. There's a lot of streets that we're so used to one way and one-way streets that we were so used to going in that direction, where now I think we need some signs in some places. So it's interesting how things have developed over the years. And as a matter of fact, wow, now as I'm thinking back, remember when Pilot City was Pilot City? There was a big hill right on Plymouth. There used to be a store, a grocery store where Estes was. It was a big hill in the grocery store right there. Trying to think, there was a Salvation Army was on the corner of 24th and 18th Plymouth, right on Sheridan. I remember that. Wow, so many things now I'm thinking back here. There was quite a few buildings that were knocked down, but the Way, remember that when that was here. King Supermarket, we used to go there all the time. And the bank, First Bank, was where the old Urban League building used to be. So I remember there, my sister used to work there. So there's a lot of memories over here. Just growing up, it was quiet, clean. As a matter of fact, my relatives thought this was the suburbs. So that was one great thing about it. We were like the suburbs, and but it was nice. It was quiet. I used to remember when we used to leave our doors unlocked, and you could leave, come back, and it was real quiet. I mean, it's still quiet sometimes now, but yeah, it was really quiet and clean. Remember when, I mean, literally the place was, you can just drive them down Plymouth and it was clean. So just looking back or thinking back, things are starting to come up now, but it was just a great place to grow up. The candy store used to be a candy store called Mom's Sweet Shop right on the corner of Sheridan and Plymouth Avenue, I think it's 24 something right there, but right on the corner. We used to always go there for her sweet potato pies. Then she upgraded to candy. Then we always went there for candy. And wow, then the Farwell Park had changed 4 times. I guess it's in this final, well, I don't want to say final stage, but we've watched it change 4 times. As a matter of fact, where I live at, there's 3. My family and 2 other families are still the largest families that are there. Each of us, there's one family is a family of 9, another family of 8, and my family was 11, and we are the last 3 families around the park that are still there. So that's interesting, as well as some of the people that have been there that watched us grow up. Some of them are still living there, and trying to think of some other things. Well, there's North High School. Yay, all my siblings and I went to North High. As a matter of fact, the last thing I'll probably leave with is I was able to teach at Lincoln Elementary School. I went there for grade school, and I was able to, North High is my alumni, and right now I'm back there working there. So the 2 great things about being in North Minneapolis, I had the opportunity to be in both of the schools I attended, elementary and high school. So that's a great memory, an interesting one. So I guess that's all I can think of. So,